Hi, chat. Hello, hello. How? Sorry. How are you guys? How was your break time? That sounds like you guys also got a break. Like you got permission to take a break from stream. But hi, it is good to see all of you. Let me actually scroll down to see who got the first crew today. I see Yul, Donna, Liqueur, Elia, and Esther. Congratulations for snatching one of the first 5. I hope you guys enjoy your part of the cool crew today. Elia, welcome in. Felipe, welcome in. Cuckoo, welcome in. Yul, welcome in. Donut, welcome in. Esther, welcome in. Faye, welcome in. Torin, welcome in. Serenelle, welcome in. Sophia, welcome in. Jane, welcome in. Liqueur, welcome in. Carolina, welcome in. Noisy, welcome in. Isa, welcome in. Guiator, welcome in. Wendy, welcome in. Sun Sims, welcome in. Mama Sim Streamer, welcome in. Vanilla, welcome in. Marion, welcome in. Also, Esther, thank you so much for the 95 stream streak. That is crazy. Thank you, thank you. My Alithia, welcome in. Also, Vanilla, I see you redeemed the hi, I'm new. If you have any additional questions, please feel free to ask, but welcome, welcome. Sabana, welcome in. Senanor, welcome in. Jess, welcome in. Star, welcome in. Holly, welcome in. Sinister, welcome in. You're having Stompled? Oh, I love this. I love this. I cooked dinner in my break with permission from Miss Rowe. What did you make for dinner today, Yul? What did you make? Or what did you have for food? I had pasta. It was a very simple pasta with some tomato sauce, and the tomato sauce had onion and garlic in it, and there was cheese on top of the pasta, and the pasta had mushroom in it. It was mushroom ravioli. And that was it. It was very simple. With the fish sticks, not sausage. Nice. Nice. I am so sad that I don't like fish sticks. I used to when I was a kid. I used to like them. But then, so fun little lore. My dad does not know how to make fish sticks. He would always mess them up. So they would either be burnt. No, they would usually be burnt on the outside and still frozen on the inside. And I've had so many bad fish sticks growing up that I now no longer like them. And now as a grown adult, I'm like, isn't that difficult to make them? Even if you don't know how to make them in the pan, just put them in the oven. Peace. Thank you so much for the 15 months and also on freaking tier 3. That is wild. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Please enjoy all your subby perks for a whole month more. Thank you so much. 15 months is such a long time. But yeah, that's a little lore drop. So now I never eat fish sticks anymore because I don't like them anymore, which is so sad because, like I said, I used to like them as a kid. Oh, sorry for the Aussies. Some reason I have a headache, not feeling well. Oh, that is really annoying. I hope you feel better soon. It's annoying how, like, specifically headaches can just come up out of nowhere with no good reason. Also, I saw you have noodle soup. I'm a little jelly. Noodle soup is so delicious. That is also a very good comfort food, I feel like. Like a good night, like perfect for this weather. For anyone like who doesn't know, I said it during co-working earlier, but we had like nice sunshine all weekend. It genuinely felt like spring was here a little bit. And then today it was gray and cold again. Exactly. It warms your body. It's easy to make. So hi Ellen. Hello, hello. It is good to see you. Thank you so much for the 43 months and also on freaking tier 2. That is wilding. Dude, go give Ellen a kiss. I tried. I'm afraid she is here for one sole reason, and that is cuddles, not to give kisses. But it is good to see you. Thank you so much. Please enter all your subby perks. Subby perks. I can speak. Hold on. She had something in her fur. Gray and cold. Wonder what that's like. Do you want to trade, Peace? I'm more than happy to let you experiencing it for free. Also, hi Ruby, it's good to see you. And Sage, welcome in, and Joanna, welcome in, and a terrible sound, welcome in. I'm really okay with, us trading weather. I would be really down for like some nice sunshine, like some soft warmness. Not too warm. I mean, too warm is not bad for me, but I know generally people like it if it's not too warm. Also, Lilith, hi, it is good to see you. I hope you're doing well. But it was that type of weather where, like, I went to the pharmacy. I was wearing my winter coat. If I didn't zip it up, I would be cold. But as I zipped it up, I would be like too warm and sweating. Like, I don't know what to wear when it's weather like this. It's not like actually cold, but it's also not really above like 10 degrees. But over the weekend, oh, it was so nice. Like, I literally walked out of my house and I felt the warmth of the sun. And I was like, spring? Are you here? Hello? Also, hi Don, welcome in. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Unfortunately, I have to say no deal. Ugh, dang it. Dang it. I mean, I get it. If I had perfect weather, I would also not trade it. So, it's completely fair. I just wish we could all have perfect weather. But yeah, I did realize yesterday, like I said this to Scott, I was like, oh, I didn't realize how desperate I was for better weather. For some reason, I always have this. Um, like winter is always so long. And like when winter starts, I'm like, oh, it's so nice, like sweater weather, yay, autumn, fine. But then at one point, I'm just like, I'm just desperate to be able to go outside and yeah. You had your coffee on a terrace around the corner yesterday. It's like especially if yesterday or like Saturday, if you were in a spot where it was not windy, it was actually warm. Like I literally said, Scott was like, should I go read my book outside? I was like, I think it would be a little bit too cold if you like sit still without a coat, but oh, all the autumn winter people like, ugh, I don't like summer. Yeah. There's always like the people at the end of summer who are like, oh, thank God, finally it's over. And then there's people at the end of winter who are like, thank God, finally it's over. um yeah, especially once it hits February. That's like the point where I'm like, okay, now I'm really done. And then usually in March, it starts to get better. I'm like, yes, finally. And then in April, we have like a super random day full of snow. And I'm like, what are you doing here? Get out. Also, Natalia, welcome in. It is good to see you. And also, your toddler said meow to Toot. That's actually adorable. Toot said meow back. I get that right now. Here it's only -6, so it's not like -20. Yeah, you're like, oh, it's warmer. Spring is coming. Also, pumpkins, welcome in. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Um, actually dread the end of winter. Really? Are you not? Are you not like a summer person, Elia? I mean, I get it. The thing is, like, I'm very much, as you can gather from these conversations, I'm very much a warm weather person. Like summer, the main reason for me to love summer that much is primarily because it decreases my pain. Like I in summer have days where I can be pain free, where I can wake up without actually, struggling to get out of bed. Um spring and summer. Like anything as soon as the temperatures go above 20, I would say. Then I'm all good. But I do feel like for a lot of people, they have that reversed where like summer triggers their symptoms. I know that for a lot of people, if you have like severe allergies, spring is not a fun season. So I don't know. It's like I fully understand people not liking the summer. Just as I fully understand not liking the winter. You go with spring and autumn. I can see that. I feel like spring is good, summer is good, early autumn is good, but then we have that like entire season where it's mostly just wet and gray and there's a lot of wind. And that's the part I don't enjoy because when it was actually snowing and there was like a snowstorm, or when it was like freezing and it was actually like, bright outside, like, no sky, like no sky, sure, no clouds, bright sun, but like -5, -10. I do like that. That's fine. Like that is okay. I just do not enjoy wind and rain. Just get out of here. um it's a sensory nightmare for you if you're too hot. You hate everything about wait, really? So okay, so when for me the good season starts, that's the point where for you it gets terrible. That is so fair. um yeah, it's like the thing is I can very much resonate with a season being really difficult to live through because it actually triggers so much like bodily issues. It's just for you that's the heat, for me that's the cold. um minus 20 on a regular. Oh my goodness, Amanda, that is so cold. Rainy, foggy November days. No, those are the worst. I'm very ready for warmth. I get that, Holly. I very much get that. Um, but yeah, I like the thing is in the end I resonate with, obviously in my case mostly liking summer, but in general I very much resonate with seasonal issues. Um, no matter which season gives you issues. I hate that. I wish it wasn't the case. It's actually I think I wish there was a way. Well, I guess if you move really far north, you're gonna find extreme seasons still, but at least relatively cool at all times. Or if you go like really close to the equator, you're gonna find a pretty stable warm season, like all year round. This to me, I remember when I was on Aruba, like most mind-boggling ever. The entire year, the sun goes up and down at the same time. Like Aruba is basically on the equator. So one, every single day for the entire year, the sun comes up at 7 a.m. and it goes down at 7 p.m. So no matter whether it's winter, summer, whatever. So there's like no long summer nights that like they don't have that. The sun always sets at 7 p.m. and it always rises at 7 a.m. Very consistent. But their weather also very consistent. To them, it was like, ooh, in winter times, like the first time I was in Aruba, it was January. They were like, oh, in the evening, it gets really chilly. It cools down to 24 degrees. During the day, it goes up to like 27. In summer, it will go up to like 30 and it'll cool down to like 27, 28, something like that. But in general, the temperature range, very narrow. It's like the consistency is ridiculous. No, exactly, Alia. That's why I was thinking, like, if you need warm weather, there's actually a place you can go. Just anything around the equator is probably going to give you consistently warm temperatures and a very consistent schedule. But if you need cold, if like cold is your preferred season or preferred weather, then it's actually a lot more challenging because you only have the option to go far north or far south, but consistency is not there, you know? In a streamer stream and learned that they live in the same city as you. No way. Oh my goodness, let's go. That's always fun to realize. Also, hi, Chris. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. And Jennifer, welcome in. And Noisy, let's go. Thank you so much for the 25 stream streak. Also, Valen, welcome in. Amanda, welcome in. Neva, welcome in. Esposito, welcome in. I hope you're all doing so well. Exactly. Then you have absolutely no light in winter, which is also terrible. Also, again, I feel like I have to sneeze, so I'm just gonna quickly mute because I'm gonna try to trigger it. Yeah, no. I try to just breathe like extra deep, which sounds so weird, but like I genuinely try to just take extra air and try to like tickle my nose so I that's the thing. The reason my brain thinks I need to sneeze is because I'm looking at a bright light. So I don't actually have to sneeze. But it's just my brain is like, "Oh, you have to sneeze." So then I try to trigger it by like actually breathing dust, basically. There's a lot of dust in my house. Also, thank you for the follow. I don't know if I said that out loud or if I just thought that in my head, but maybe I said it twice now. Then you just get a double thank you. Yeah, brain be dum. Honestly, really, like I wish my brain wouldn't be so confused about when I actually need to sneeze or not. But alas, here we are. Oh well. But yeah. It's I feel like seasons and weather, you can probably like we could have this like topic, we could have this chat every single stream. And there I don't think we're ever gonna find a consensus about the best season because of everyone's personal preferences. But Um, the thing is, I think that's the good thing in this community. Everyone's like understanding of the fact that everyone has a different preferred season. I am so excited for Loftia. You have no idea. This is like, okay, actually, maybe it's a good time to talk about it because I don't think I've actually properly talked about it on stream. I posted it on my Instagram, but I haven't actually talked about it on stream. But I, last week, got accepted into the Loftia Partner Program, which is very cool because that means that when the game goes into like beta early access, which is basically like a closed early access, that means that I will already be able to play it and share it with you guys. So that we can all have a good look at it, and get just a little peek before it actually comes out. For anyone who has not heard of Loftia, let me tell you a little bit about it because I think this is a game that you guys are really gonna like. It is a MMO, so it's a multiplayer game. However, just like games like Palia, for example, it's not a game that you can only play multiplayer. So the point is that you can play online and you can play with your friends, but you can also play the game if you happen to be online by yourself or your friends aren't there at the moment. So it's not necessarily a game that you have to play multiplayer, which I think is something I very much prefer that about Palia. And I also really like that about games like Minecraft. You can play with friends, but you don't have to, which makes it very accessible to everyone. It is about a world that you play in where there are so many things you can do. You can do things from like farming, foraging, exploring, all those things. But the point is that together with your friends, you actually build a more sustainable world. So it's a very sustainability focused game, which I personally love to see. It's actually something that I've seen in multiple games coming out this specific year. And it's just a cool theme. I think it's really nice. And one of the features that actually made me fall in love with this game is the fact that they posted this way back when in like 2023. In the game, there will be a little co-working cafe. So like in the game, you can go to the cafe and then you can co-work there virtually with your friends, but it's part of the game. And I remember seeing that and I was like, oh, I love that. Yes. Oh my God. There's capybara. There's literally so many good things in this game. I can highly recommend, if you have never heard of it, to look them up either on YouTube or Instagram. It started as a couple who just wanted to create a game, and it's now an entire team who's been working on this. They've been working on it for like 6 or 7 years, maybe even more, but at least that I'm sure of 6 or 7 years. So it's been a project that is a genuine labor of love that's been in the works for a really long time. And yeah, I'm really excited for it. But also, Neva, are you in that Discord too? I've been trying to keep up, but there's so many people in that Discord, and I'm really bad with keeping up with Discords. But I did not see you in there. But that's really cool. I love that. Oh my goodness. Also, Love Goes to welcome in, and Nora welcome in, and Anna welcome in, and Sage, thank you so much for the 20 stream streak, and so welcome in, and Lindsay welcome in. You are there is so many cuties in there. Loftia mentioned is another cutie that is in the Loftia Discord here. Ellie. No, genuinely, there's so many amazing people in that Discord. I was really happy to see so many people got accepted, just because I feel like it's a game that really resonates with a lot of people. So it's, I don't know, it feels good that so many people will be able to get their hands on the game and play it early. Are you ADHD? Yes, I am ADHD. Yeah, I don't have it. I am it. Also, Nabanian, welcome to chat. I hope you're doing well. But so excited. I'm so excited for everyone. Like literally, it's so lovely to see that they have accepted so many different creators. Also, like not just in terms of size, but also in terms of platform. There's a lot of like YouTube creators in there as well. It's really nice. Also, hi Raven, welcome in. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. And Chris, what the heck? Thank you for gifting a sub to Ellie. That is really kind. Still catching up with everyone. So fair. I don't think I even can. I tried. I've been like trying to read the intros and stuff, but there's so many people. So everyone who has ADHD has row. Hmm. Mm-hmm. What is row? So I am ADHD and row is now a thing. I like it. Also, hi Abu. I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. You feel eepy. I hope you can catch some sleep early tonight. You're all good. No worries, no worries. It's just funny because some days, honestly, I feel like I am ADHD. I'm so all over the place that I'm just personified ADHD. To row or not to row? That's the question. Yeah, I ask myself that question every morning. And some days I'm like, yeah, today is not today is like a, that dog on Instagram that was like trending for a while, like a bones or no bones day. Sometimes I have a no row day. Too bad I am autism instead. Ah, dang it. I mean, the other day I was like, I've never been diagnosed, and then someone in chat said, at this point, aren't you peer reviewed? So I guess again, not officially diagnosed, but peer reviewed autism. I feel that too. Sometimes professionals refer to ADHD as something you are and not something you have. I don't know if I agree with that. I mean, I am so much more than my ADHD. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I guess I am also so much more than a fake redhead. So I guess you can be something and next to that be other things too. Um, but I do think there is a risk in saying that someone is ADHD. Um, I know. It makes me laugh so much every single time I see the abbreviation, in Dutch. Like the Dutch abbreviation for autism is ass, and it's just amazing. It's just perfect, you know. Hello, my name is ADHD and I have row. Some days genuinely feels like that. I'm BBC and you're watching the Gareth Barlow. That is honestly, I like that anchor. It's good. Oh yeah, and I have asked. But why is it abbreviated like that? I think it stands for autisme spectrum stoornis. I think. Oh my god, look at me knowing things. Thank you, Dimitri. But that just happens to, gets abbreviated to ass. I wish the English word for stoornis would also be starting with an S, because I think it would be even funnier if it was ass in English. Also, hi Moa, welcome in. Well, I do have ass, but I don't have autism. See? Yeah, and okay, but what happens if you have ass and autism? Do you then have double ass? You are neurodivergent, and for autism, it's also called being autistic, more common than having autism. That's true. That is true. I guess it can work both ways. I think the most important thing, and that's why I'm not sure if I like fully agree with it at all times, but like I think a lot of people, and not just ADHD, but like with any disability, physical or mental, it can sometimes genuinely feel like you are and are limited to your disability. And obviously, a disability brings limitations. Not to say that those don't exist, but I think sometimes it can feel limiting to people. And they can like forget that next to having or being autistic or having ADHD or something like that, um, there are so many more like aspects to your personality and who you are, and how you live your life, that in that sense I think the language matters, but obviously that really depends on the person. For me, I think if I were to say I am ADHD, I don't necessarily think that would change my perception of who I am, but that's because I'm a person who feels relatively confident in who I am. But I can imagine that there's people that don't feel that way, and then obviously language matters. So in about a month or two, I can officially say if I have ass or not. Let's go. If you do know and you do want to share, please tell us in a way to just be like, hi, as of today, I officially have ass. We actually had a discussion. Wait, really? You talked about this in Amber's stream? I did not know, but I love that. It's a good chat. She is funny and she has funny and doesn't mean no, that's exactly what I was saying earlier, yo. It's like just saying like I am blonde. Well, not really. I am a fake redhead. Doesn't necessarily mean that I'm nothing else besides that. So I totally agree. I think it's just with a disability sometimes I think it can be, I don't know, less obvious or something. But again, I don't necessarily mind either, but it is an interesting language thing. It is the thing. That's the thing. It is more common to say that you have ADHD, but it is true that it's more common to say that you are autistic. And I actually don't know where that change or like where that difference comes from. Yeah, you have ASD. True. So maybe it could be the abbreviation thing. But does that mean that you would say, I am attention deficit hyperactivity disordered? How does that work then? Also, hi, Torin. It's good to see you. That was common a long time. Yeah, true. That could be. Yeah. ADHD. I know ADHD is named so wrong. The whole name does not make sense. I've seen so many petitions for like people like on social media and stuff like jokingly saying, "Oh, this is what we should name it," and those are always way better. That highly suspect to be somewhere on the spectrum and that it probably runs in the family. I just do not need to know what it is for now. It was a really good conversation. Your parents told me later that, oh wait, that's really cute that they actually told you that as well. Like afterwards, that they specifically gave you that sort of feedback of, we took away something from this. That's really cool. And also just in general, good convos around those topics. Always. Like, I will always be happy when those are happening, you know? Of my shortcomings in order to improve, which in turn made me worse for a time. Yes. That is very common in the experience of not just getting diagnosed, but also becoming aware of issues or challenges. It's a very well-known thing with like actively unlearning things. I saw a very interesting explanation to this, why that happens. It's like basically, you know, when you have like, yeah, skill regression, exactly. It's like when you, like in your brain, basically what happens is you get hard programmed to do certain things to survive, because a lot of struggles that you might have had were invalidated when you were younger, or you felt like there was no space for those struggles. You felt like those struggles weren't taken seriously. So basically what happens is your brain creates a path for survival, which is often a way to still do the thing that you actually struggle with. So for example, I have like I used to be really good at socializing. I had a social battery that felt like it could never run out. I was a very extroverted person. Then what happened is I got a validation for the fact that the struggle was very real. Like instead of my brain forcing its way through the struggle and trying to ignore it and trying to invalidate it, which wasn't even like necessarily my own fault. It was very much just, you know, it came from growing up in a certain environment. But the moment that you validate it, the moment that you tell your brain, no, but this is actually real, your brain says, okay, fine. Then we can no longer do the workaround. You know, it's like, then fine, it's not possible anymore. So it genuinely can feel like you could do something and then all of a sudden you can no longer do it because your brain literally is saying, your struggle is real. We don't have to survive anymore. Because I want, oh my God, wait, really? I'm so sorry, Ilya. That sucks so bad. Um, really freak out when you say they are autistic instead of they have autism. And I personally feel like some people freak out over it because they want to pretend that it isn't as impactful. Like usually parents of autistic kids freak out over it and never, oh yeah, yeah. So it's like the people that don't actually have it will freak out over the language, not the people that actually are dealing with it. Just when it's not about your autism is not, yeah. That's the thing. I think the most important thing is you should be comfortable with what you're calling it yourself or what other people are referring to in your context. But if you are not the person struggling, then you're not the person who's supposed to speak on it, you know? Um, so, yeah, no, that's a very good point. I think, especially that last part of like, if it's not about you, you're not supposed to have an opinion on what is good or not good. That is very, very true. But yeah. Freaking out over language happens a lot in the gay realms as well. Yeah, I can imagine that. I feel like it's such a difficult thing because like obviously you want to make sure that you know people are comfortable, but like let's imagine two ADHDers and like one is super comfortable with saying I have ADHD and the other is very comfortable with saying I am ADHD, and then is like let's say they're like struggling with each other's language. Like then what do you do? Thomas taking so much of the 95 stream streak. What the heck? You're all good, Abu. You're all good. 95 is crazy. Yeah. It's now you and Esther who have it. Zero understanding for your social anxiety. They keep trying to describe. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Like it's nice if someone is like trying to describe how you might feel as in a way to try and empathize. I cannot speak. And like try to sort of explain it and then you can be like, oh yeah, that's indeed how I feel, or like, oh no, that's not really it. But like if someone's actively trying to force their description on what you should be feeling, big yuck. I like emphasize, I know how to say it, but for some reason I struggled so much with actually saying it out loud. He thought and the boy was so noticeably struggling with something along the neurodivergent lines. My partner advised the mom and she didn't want to get her child checked because she didn't want him to think there was something wrong with him. Oh, yeah. Meanwhile, that's the thing. A kid will like not knowing the answers as to why you're struggling will so much more feel like, why is there something wrong with me, than knowing that there is something that is causing it that is completely normal. Exactly. My Windows encountered an error. I didn't know how to speak anymore. You can chill later. Oh, no. That's not how it works, parents. That's not how it works. But yeah, I'm sorry that so many of you guys like have struggled with people that are not understanding. That just really sucks. But in the meantime, while we're yapping, I am going to start up my game because I just realized that we've yapped and that the ads have ran and that I didn't even see it. I didn't even see it. I was just yappy. Maybe today I am ADHD. No, to be fair, I think in Dutch I've said it. Ben echt ADHD man. But more like in a reference of like, oh, vandaag ben ik echt ADHD. Like today I am ADHD. As if in other days I'm not. If that makes any sense. But it is an interesting topic. And now I'm going to be like really conscious about how I say it and when I say what. Ooh. Every single time Minecraft starts up with that red screen, I'm not happy about it. That's true. That is also Rotterdam's. True. Yeah, Mojang, I love how you're like immediately like you recognize it just by the color on my face. There's a mod for it to be dark instead. Yo, I need to as I already have way too many mods, so I might as well get that one too. I just realized that I need to change my game capture because otherwise you guys are not going to be able to see it. Like Minecraft. it's immediate telltale. I've like today on co-working, it happened a couple of times as well because I needed to restart my game to test mods. And every single time I turned red, I just saw that red glow and I was like, oh God, everyone's gonna know that I'm not working. Well, I was working, but working in Minecraft. Sorry, mining the craft or crafting the mine. I think I'm more, I don't know. I don't mine a lot in Minecraft. Also, hi Codpa, welcome in. Okay, so I'll give you guys a little recap for anyone who's never seen my Forever world. We are currently in what was originally my starter hole. This is, yeah, I play craft, exactly. Have you ever tried hardcore? No, and I never will. I am dead scared of monsters. I play with partial keep inventory on. I hate dying in Minecraft so much already, even if I don't die. So hardcore is not for me. Also, hi Pada, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Yes, of course, Abu. And I genuinely had to read that sentence 3 times. And I'm glad I did it 3 times because for 2 times of the 3, I read, I need to squeeze some balls. And I was like, that's not what you wrote. But it says meatballs. Meatballs. Sorry. Also, Yule, this floor. Oh, this is courtesy of Mizuno's. So the Mizuno's texture pack, that's the one that I use on this specific world. If you put 2 spruce slabs together, it creates this floor. See, I knew you did that, Abu. I knew, and it worked. And I don't know if I'm proud or pissed. Also, I'm just realizing I'm really quickly gonna do something because I need the mini map. And I'm gonna move it because it's now half behind my camera and that is kind of annoying. Change position. There we go. Confirm. Back. Done. That way you guys can also see it and it's not like blocked. But yeah, this used to be where I started. I arrived in this area. Yes, Mizuno's is in my mod pack, including an updated version of Mizuno's, so it also has all of the newer block types. In my starter hole, I also created a villager breeder. Hello, guys. Because I wanted to create a trading hall. Also, Tanisha, hello. It is good to see you. So this is where the babies fall down. I'll show you their names. I have a mod that automatically gives all villagers names. So we have named villagers everywhere. This is my little maintenance hallway to get to all the back of all of this. But this is where all of my villagers with all of their books live. So this is Harrison. Harrison sells Silk Touch. This is Ahmed. This is Cynthia. This is Elga. Blin. Ebo, a Scout. I first read that as Scott, but it says Scout. Georgia. Andres doesn't have a job yet. This is a free villager for if I ever need another trade. Carrie, Olivia, Fatima, Kareem, Robert, Lucia, Hazel, Duku. Then I also have my lava farm. It's a bit of a weird space. This is basically just like every quote-unquote starter world in Minecraft. I mean, I'm gonna keep them here. I'm gonna keep the villagers in here. I'm just gonna build something prettier on top. Right now, it looks like they're hidden in a basement. I mean, they're gonna stay hidden in the basement. They're just gonna have, you know, it's gonna be here, but I'm just gonna make it pretty eventually. But yeah, this was where I started. So originally I also had a bunch of chests and stuff in here. However, that has been a while. So since then, I have built my actual starter home, which I fully furnished. So I'm going to show you guys. Although there is a final detail that I would like to work on. I also have an iron farm, which I think eventually, I'm going to hate myself for this, but I eventually want to move this iron farm because I put a build here and I'm now realizing that it actually does not really match with the rest of the area and the vibe. So I think eventually it has to go, but until then, I'm just going to let it run. We're just going to collect a bunch of iron so that if at one point I want to move it, I'm also not going to be super annoyed that I don't have an iron farm for a little bit. If you copy paste it with world edit, we'll look away. Nah, I'm fine with actually rebuilding it, just like on another place on the island. Also, this is the entrance to my starter hole. I actually have a plan for this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build like a building facade over here. And then on top of this, or on top of this mountain, basically, I'm going to build like a magical library kind of vibe. And then there's going to be a stairway that actually goes down into the villager breeder and into the trading hall. And then in the kind of magical library, there's going to be a, that's where my enchanting setup's going to go. So there's going to be a building on top here. And then there's going to be like a building facade here in the front. So right now it looks really ugly, but eventually it's going to look pretty. Okay. Stairway to hell. Never mind. But yeah, let me show you guys my starter home. Also right now I had to turn down my, render distance because earlier on stream, it had big issues. I'm willing to up it a little bit to show you guys, but if stream starts to lag, I'm going to have to turn it down again. But you'll see the reason why I built here. Look. Look at how pretty that island is. Look at that backdrop. There's snow. There is cherry blossoms. Actually, now, to be honest, it seems to be fine. I don't know. Well, the frame rate is a little low, but not as low as it was on stream this afternoon. It's still not fast though, so I will probably turn it down a little bit again. To maybe like back to 12 or something. I don't know. That'll be fine. It's not, it doesn't show the backdrop as prettily, but it works fine. But this is my starter home. This is my little island. I have a lot of cats. My cats don't really have names yet, but I mean, obviously that is Toot. I don't know. Well, that's not really Toot. Toot is actually in my bedroom. If you walk up, you can't really walk around the house. The point is kind of that you arrive at that little dock over there, but you can technically, obviously, still walk around if you wanted to. But there's nothing really here on the rest of the house. It's mostly just decoration and a lot of pink flowers, obviously, because I like pink flowers. Yeah, if you arrive here, you can basically walk up the stairs here. And then when you come in, this is the first time that I did a proper interior for Minecraft, and I'm actually really proud with how it turned out. This is my living room. It has 2 red sofas and a cozy carpet and a really big fireplace that I'm so happy with how it turned out. Like, I am so happy with the fireplace. There's a little study nook over here where I can sit to do some work if I wanted to. There's a big window here that, well, right now looks out on that, which is not pretty. We're not going to look at that. That eventually will be pretty. But that's the thing with a forever world. You take things really slow. I made a cat tree for 2 of my cats. They're just chilling up here. And then here we have some more built-in bookcases if we need them. Then we have my little dining table with my chandeliers. This is where I can put my armor if I come home. I mean, this is not really the armor that I'm wearing, but it looks like a coat rack. You've just made, yes. Oh my God, Mizuno's is so pretty. I can recommend if you get Mizuno's to also get modern Mizuno's. It's made by another creator because Mizuno no longer updates their resource pack. And modern Mizuno's basically adds all the textures for all the newer blocks that have already got it. Awesome. Okay, good. Then over here we have my kitchen, and I'm really happy. Look, we have a little sink. And we have a furnace and a stove. And we have a functional fridge that I can open and close. This is where my raw ingredients are, and this is where my cooked food is. And then obviously I can put more stuff up here if I need to. And then first we're going to go downstairs. This is currently my storage room in the basement. Eventually I'm going to actually build like a big storage room, because if you play in a world really long, this is definitely going to be too small. But this is my storage room right now, so I can see all the wood types. And then I have some stone and dirt. And then over here, I have just all kinds of other blocks and stuff. Back here, I have some more valuables. And then we have some barrels for just extra storage, basically. And then we're going to go upstairs. And this is where I still want to do something, because I want to create like an open kind of bathroom vibe up here. I have an idea for like a sink design and like a bathtub and stuff, because this is basically just my entire bathroom floor or bathroom floor, sure. My bedroom floor. And this area right now is just a bit empty. At first I thought it might be weird that if you come up the stairs, you immediately walk into the bathroom, but I don't really have another place for it. But this is another fireplace. This is my bedroom. Yeah, it's a bit empty, exactly. So I have my big bed. If I find a cat that looks like Seuss, that's gonna go, like, then that cat is gonna go here, but I haven't found the Seuss cat. So for now, I just have these two cats. And then this one can just sit on the chair or something. I'm not gonna get rid of the cat. I'm just gonna move it. I wanna have Tooth and Seuss on my bed. But this is my bed. I have a big bed. As you can see, I need lots of space. And this is my wardrobe, which I also really like. This is some bookcases where I can also put books, like enchanted books that I find. And yeah, that's what I have so far. That's the interior of my house. I need to visit, oh yeah. I need to visit a cat cafe sometimes as well. I think that'd be super fun. But yeah, let me show you the rest. Although it is getting nighttime, so... Oh, well, not really just yet. We're fine. There is one in Rotterdam, yes. I don't know why I haven't been, actually. It's so easy, I could just go. But, I just haven't been. Like I said, this is my iron farm. There's a cat here to, I don't know, keep the zombie company, I guess. In the inside of this build is very ugly. The reason being is you can't really... co-working in a cat cafe. I've thought about this, but I don't know if they're okay with me filming in there. So I probably have to text them to check if it's okay. But I would love to. I would love. Well, I mean, it would mostly be you guys watching while I pet cats, probably. Hi, Lena. Hello. Also, is it Vibe? Welcome in. I hope you're doing so well. And Joe, welcome in. It's good to see you. But yeah, here we have a very effective iron farm. But that, because of its effectiveness, I cannot put anything in here. So this building is just to hide things. And I've just been putting the flowers in here. I've just been, you know, hiding things. That one is already full. But luckily we have a lot of barrels in the building. Ultra Pro Max graphics. Yeah, that's the upside of having a really good PC. And shaders. Definitely shaders. Also, this is my cow crusher. I mean, this is my very nice house for my cows. Yes, I have mods. If you want to know which ones I have, you can do !mod pack. We're gonna have to move this because it's obviously kind of in a weird spot. I put this here when I arrived on the island just because I needed leather and meat. I know everyone freaks out when I talk about my cow crushers. I sometimes even have multiple next to each other and people are like, oh, I cannot believe you're doing that. And I'm like, yeah, sorry. It's just efficient. But yeah, this is where my animals live as of right now. I have my piggies. I have way too many chickens, actually. It's kind of a problem. Holy moly, I have to do something about that because I'm also getting way too many eggs. I also have sheep. I want to build another sheep, like automated wool farm. I have all of these cows here. Then I have a couple of axolotls. And then I have more cows back here. These were supposed to be only mushroom cows. As you can see, the mushrooms have a bit of a glick. That's not... I mean, I knew mushrooms were magic, but... Anyways, I accidentally milked one of the mushrooms, and then it became a normal cow. Or not milked. I got the mushrooms off of their back, and then they became a normal cow. They're not magic. They're just high. Well, I feel like there's also something wrong with their head. I think this is oh, God. Oh, this is so cursed. I think this is Mizuno. I feel like I think the mushroom cow texture might not have been updated. That's kind of cursed. Not gonna lie. How many villages can those cows... Oh, probably a lot. Fresh animations. Could be 2. Although I didn't have that before today. And I already had issues with the mushroom cows before that. But yeah, these are my farms. I'll just quickly go into free cam so I can show you more easily. I might have gone a little overboard with my farming. But I just liked it. I thought it looked cute, you know? Will we ever need this much? No. Does it look good? Yes. Eventually, I want to put, like, there's going to be, like, a water tower or, like a storage silo or something in this corner. Right now, this is just a practical area. It's not very pretty. It's also where I have my little to-do board with my ideas for the things that I want to do in this world. Because, you know, it would not be a Rosanna build without a to-do board. You know? I feel like that's just the reality of things. And we all know it to be true. But speaking of to-dos, something that I started working on back here, which is the one thing that made me realize my iron farm eventually is gotta move to somewhere else. Like the silo, not that size. I do like his build though. It's really cool. But this is my barn that I started working on. For my forever world, kind of embarrassing, not gonna lie. The fact that you have a Notion set up for it already is not like no way that you should be embarrassed. But this is my barn. And obviously we're gonna have to move the animals. And we're gonna have to put all of them in here and make sure that they find space in their new home. And then something that I want to do, and I actually can check this with FreeCam, is I would like to make a little basement. Although I'm afraid there's water under here because there's water underneath the entire stupid island. But I would like to hide my cow crusher. Well, actually, maybe we should be good. Or is that water? That's water. But we don't have to go that deep. So I think we might actually be good as long as we don't hit that cave. But that's enough blocks, I think. As soon as we hit that, we just got to stop. But that's like 5 blocks or something. That should provide a good basement for a cow crusher. Why would it be named Freakistan? That's a weird name for a basement. But yeah, I guess our primary task of today is kind of getting the animals in here because I would very much like to start moving them in so I can start removing some of this because it's kind of in the way. And I have a little bee farm going on here. I would like to eventually make like a greenhouse in this area. And I was thinking it could be cool to have maybe a free roam area for the animals in the barn. Although I don't know if I like that idea because then the animals are going to mix and match. But maybe like a little area in the front where we can have animals back here that are actually in their pen. But then also we can have some animals out here that are just free roaming. I don't know. I like that just sounds cute. But the only thing is I've been trying to figure out where I want to place my wool farm. Well, that's a weird thing to say. I think you're the silly one here. You know. How has saying stuff like that out loud worked out for you in the past? But yeah, I think I'm gonna quickly put all the shit away because I picked up like 5 million eggs. So I kind of need to put those in my fridge. Quote unquote fridge. Good luck, Jane. You got this. This is you right now. Another weird thing to say. Thank you, Lena. I think you might have to reconsider your vibe in the chat if you want to continue hanging out here. How is it? Also, Conmere, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I'm slightly confused by your message. Maybe that might be me, but feel free to enlighten me. But welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for that follow. I appreciate it. I was gonna get some material. Was I gonna get materials up here? I was cleaning out my inventory. Yes, of course, Galina. I hope the headache gets resolved quickly. We need to... I'm glad you clocked it, Yule. It's one of my new favorite ways of saying things. You know, just... I need wheat. And so, but that's all at the farm. I'm not looking forward to getting all the animals from one place to the next. I have a feeling like we're gonna lose some cows and sheep in the process. I know, Lena. Wow. I'm like, you turned a new leaf. Hi, Riri. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Despite the fact it was spelled out. No, but you're all good. You're all good. Okay, let's actually go and... okay, let's start with... we're just going to rip off the Band-Aid. We're going to move the animals. I'm not excited, but I think it's what needs to be done. Because then I can also connect the pathways from the farm back there to the barn. Or like the farm barn area, at least. I'm just really not excited about moving animals. Because it can be such a pain in the ass to do that in Minecraft. But, okay, I need wheat seeds for the chickens. I need wheat for the cows. I need carrots for the pigs. I know, even the world is crying. The world's like, moving the animals. Ugh. Such a struggle. Yes, of course, Alia. Thank you so much for being here. And I hope that you feel better soon. I'm sorry to hear that so many of you guys are not feeling great today. Oh my god. Oh no. Okay, let's not start with the chickens. Let's start with the sheep, actually. And let's put this in my offhand so that I can... oh. Yeah. So when I said we might lose some sheep, I wasn't expecting that fast. Also, hi, Sophia. Hello, hello. Thank you. Thank you. I think I'm going to put the sheep back here for now. Oh, God. I lost all of them already. This is not good, guys. This is not good. I walked too fast and all of the sheep are free. Oh, no. Okay, come on. Come on, herd. You guys are part one. Honestly, if I get you guys in there, the rest of the sheep will just, I don't know. Maybe not survive. Oh, God. Uh-oh. No. Oops. I'm sorry. Also, hi, Curious. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Yes, Lucy, it is. It says in the stream title. Oops. I mean, I feel a little bit bad for these sheep. They're not having the best day of their lives, clearly. But it's fine. This is not a vegan stream. No. Oopsie. Oh, there's one back there. Oh. Oh. Oh, you got yourself into a little predicament now, didn't you? They're going... Yeah, exactly. They're going to sheep heaven. It's fine. It's fine. Also, I really miss my, my sword from Girly Pop. That sword was so good and so... just in general, my tools on Girly Pop were really overpowered. And I miss them. Yeah, I try to get them a critical hit to just kill them in one go. Okay, so next up we have the cows. No, okay, well, that'll do. Come on. You got this. You guys are doing so well. Let's go. I don't know. Some of you are not going the right way. There we go. Okay. Come on. Good job. All of you walk back here. Yep. And then I gotta quickly place that fence back and place that. Okay, we got most of the cows. Not all of them, but, you know, it's a good enough amount. I might actually keep these cows here because if I want to make another cow crusher, I'm gonna need cows because the ones that are currently in the cow crusher back there are gonna have to die. Because there's no easy way to get them out of there without killing them. No, you're all good, Lucy. You're all good. Because looking at the same GUI and Modrins wasn't letting me because it was outdated. Ah, yeah. So the thing is, if you want to add outdated mods to Modrins, you basically have to download them from the Modrins website and then manually add them to your file. So with the GUI, it is very outdated, but it still works fine. So I just downloaded it. And then I went into Modrins and I clicked on like where it says install content. There's a little arrow next to it. If you drop down, you can say select from folder and then you can just manually add content. You obviously, it's a bigger risk because you have to know that that mod still works. But usually with GUI mods, it's fine. Those, they get outdated, but they very rarely actually fully break. So you should be able to still install it if you want. Okay, so next up, we have the chimkins. You know what? I will first break the fence. That is probably also, well... Come on, chimkins. I gotcha. We have way too many chimkins, don't we? At least most of them are following. That's a... Oh my God. so stupid. It looks like a waterfall of chickens. Oh, yeah, just a couple. Not that many. Just a few chickens, you know. Yeah, we're losing some chickens on the way. But that's okay. Come on. Come in here. All the way to the back. Good job. Now there's going to be a couple that are going to escape. That's okay. I said that's okay, and then... Oh my god. Oh no, we have rogue chickens. Rogue chickens. That's not... Also, I don't have carpet, so I should have thought... Oh, I do have carpet. Great. Because I actually need to have a carpet so that I can jump out. I'm sorry. Your barn is super cute. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. See, now I just want to kill the chickens. I might have just accidentally killed some sheep too. I just want to kill the chickens. I just want to kill the chickens. Bye, Dimitri. Thanks for hanging out. I just want to kill the chickens. Come on. Can I just hold like this? And then the sheep can go. Uh-oh. I just hit another sheep. Oh, you're about to die. Oh. Well, the thing is, if I only have 2 sheep left, we should still be fine. Okay, I did it. Rogue chickens are gone. Let's make another white carpet. So that I can actually get out of here too. There we go. See, this is why I wasn't really looking forward to any of this animal stuff. Now I feel even worse. I'm literally holding seeds so they all walk up to me and then I just kill them. Oh, this is bad. But it's gonna be good. We'll have a good food supply, which means that we don't have to kill animals for a while. And we'll have lots of feathers, which is gonna be good for arrows and trading and stuff. I'm sorry. Oopsie. I love how the chickens were like loose for what? How long? 3 minutes and there's eggs everywhere. My goodness. Oh, another rogue chicken. Any rogue chickens? Yep. Yep. Oh my goodness, how many rogue chickens did we get? There's some more eggs here. See, there's another rogue chicken back there. Look at all these chickens. Sorry. Well, at least later it will be cleaned up. Ooh, yes. Oh, that is a really good one. Yes. There's a lot of parts about hosting a birthday in your house, like hosting a party and stuff that is annoying because then you are responsible for cleaning up and all the things, but being able to eat the leftovers is definitely a good perk. Okay, you know what? How about we do that field in front and we add the llamas there? The llamas and we can still make a separate stable for my horse, I think. My axolotls can move later. I still need to move my piggies. So for that, I need my carrot. Actually, let's put that there. And then we're gonna move the piglets. Luckily, I don't have a lot of pigs. There we go. That's like a reasonable amount of pigs, right? So much leftovers. Oh, nice. My only problem is with having like a lot of leftovers from parties, especially if there's a lot of sweets, is that I will get to a point where I start like overeating because I have the leftovers. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't want it to go to waste. So then I like eat way too much. Piggies, come on. I think we're losing 2 pigs. Come on. Why are you stuck back there? You can jump. I know so. Come on. Did I get the whole bunch? Yeah, you guys are all here. Good job. Let's freaking go. Okay. You guys get to go into the last one. I was already kind of afraid of that. Come on. Oh, I didn't actually meant to feed you the carrot. I was trying to close the fence. But I think the piggies are in the way. There we go. And then I got one of the brown carpets back. I kind of wanted to change that white one to a brown one. There we go. Okay, we got the piglets in here. We actually got all of them. So I don't have to Oh, no, wait. Those piglets that are back there, they were already free roaming. I was like, I see piglets on the map, but that's okay. I do think that with modern Mizunos, there is an update that I hadn't seen yet. But on my mini-map, do you guys see the entities? They actually use the Mizuno textures as well. I think that's new. I don't think that was the case before. Or maybe it was. I'm not sure. But look, those are Mizuno cows. And the pigs as well. Look, these are Mizuno piglets. These are not normal icons. One sitting as a snack. And that sounds like really good. That sounds like a nice snack. I like that for you. You know what I should have done? I just realized this. We can do this. We can do this still. Did you have those picture cakes? Oh, yeah. We had those, but oh. I'm sorry. I don't like them. I don't like the picture cakes. But that's because I don't really like whipped cream in a cake. If that's like the prime, just in general, like just cake and then cake and whipped cream as a combo, it's not really my vibe. But I had an idea. You know what would be really nice? But yeah, I did have them. As in, like, I've had them at, like, kids' birthdays parties and stuff. You know what would be really fun? If below the chickens, we add hoppers so that the eggs get picked up automatically. Oh, fly is definitely way better. I might have to go like this if I want to add this. Because I want to add like a little fence around it so that we can have the llamas basically live out front. I think that could be really cute. They might sometimes walk into the barn, but I think that's okay. Like that can be our free roaming llamas. Okay, I'm gonna have to add back some light. I do have lanterns, so I'm gonna get lanterns back at my house, but for now I'll just place these. And then I do actually have a fence gate still. Just gonna have to remember where I place that. There we go. And then we can just have the llamas roam here. We can also decorate this later with like adding a tree and, you know, just making it look really cute. I think that might be super nice. I do feel like it's so dark. I might go out, empty out my inventory and sleep as well because I've genuinely been having a heartache because my kid just turned 1, right? So I'm like, she's only going to be, yeah, I know. No. That's such a, honestly, if there's anything, I mean, I don't have kids myself, but anything that I hear from, you know, like friends who have kids or, you know, just in general, other people I've talked to about this topic is that like on one hand, if your kid's really young, like days feel very long because, you know, sometimes they don't sleep well or just in general. But then at the same time, time goes way too fast. Also, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. I have a lot of eggs again. I might have to start a separate egg fridge. Oh, my feathers don't have to go into the fridge, but all of my raw meat can go in here. And then I'm actually going to have to, I'm going to probably move the eggs to, like an egg storage underneath the chicken space. Mom life. Yeah. I feel like that's just a feeling. You'll understand it if you're a mom. And otherwise, I don't think you'll properly understand it until you are a mom, you know? Let's see. Where did I haven't played in this world for a while, so I'm constantly... Oh, I also have more eggs here, and I also have raw meat here. I haven't played in this world, like I said, for a while, so I don't know where everything is. Ooh, that's a good question. That's definitely fruity pie. For me, at least. Let's see. I think this can go in here because I don't need that right now. I have a separate... That's... Well, yeah. Let's go. I think my seeds just need to go back to the farm, actually. Although I just put my wheat and my other things in the fridge, which I probably shouldn't have done. I feel so lost because I haven't played in this world in a long time. Like, on Girly Pop, I felt so oriented. I don't know if that makes any sense, but... Like, I had played in that world so intensively for so many hours, like, in one go, that I felt like I just blindly knew where everything was. I would say a fruity pie has fruit in it, and a sweet pie is like a chocolate pie or something. Although, chocolate cake. Actually, I don't know. Can you have a chocolate pie? I never really understand the difference between pie and cake. I'm not gonna lie. I'm one of those people. I'm pretty bad at the difference. She's developing so well. She's doing great, and she smiles all day long. She has the sweetest laugh, the brightest smiles. Oh, I love that. That is really cute. And also just in general, I'm like... Yeah, we say... Well, we say cake too. But we have chocolade tart and... Kersen tart, you know? Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Yeah, exactly. But then what is a sweet pie? Yeah. If we say cake, we literally mean like a cake. That was embarrassing. That took me way too long to actually click right. See, I keep picking up eggs everywhere. I just cleaned out my inventory and now I have freaking eggs again. Okay, I'll clean that up later. Because actually what I would like to do is I would like to dig out that room. You got this, Jane. You got this. Taco pie is a food pie. Yeah, but we're talking about not the difference between a taco pie or a food pie. Like, that I would know. That's like a sweet or a savory pie. But I'm talking about the difference between a sweet pie and a fruity pie in the poll right now. I don't know who made the poll, so I'm just curious what, like, the person who made the poll, what you meant with it. Okay, moving llamas is going to be a pain in the ass. Well, actually, maybe not. I can just get them like this. That's fine. You did? What is the difference? As in, what did you have in mind, mostly? Because I'm curious. Okay, you guys come in here. Chop, chop. I'll for now put you against the fence because I'm still going to get the other llamas and I don't want you guys to escape. Oh, let me take that. I'm so happy that we moved the animals. It wasn't even that bad. It isn't even like half stream break and I've already moved them. That was a good call. Yes. Oh my god, please. Pictures. That is all good. I've started for the first time Minecraft. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna delete your message. Not because I don't want to read it, but we have a no age chat rule. And you mentioned your age. So, but I'll still read it, but I'll just skip over it and like not read it out loud. Um, and you're so glad you did. Let's go. I'm so happy that you're enjoying Minecraft. That is honestly the best. I also only started playing like at this point 4 years ago, something like that. And I remember thinking that Minecraft would not be a game for me. I was like, nah, I don't think I would enjoy it. And I'm so happy that I did. No, you're all good. Don't worry. Sometimes it's like not super obvious if we're talking about like age and stuff. It's not always like, you know, you didn't specifically were like, oh, this is my age. It was more like you were talking about it in context. So you're all good. Don't worry. Sorry, chicken. I feel so bad, but I don't want you laying eggs everywhere. Ro gets everyone into Minecraft. I mean, I don't know. I do feel like the way that I play Minecraft, like even though I have been playing for a while and I do know quite some things, I'm also still sort of like new to the game. So I guess it is an accessible way for people to discover it. If that makes any sense. Okay, how do I like that? I did not mean to sit on you. I was genuinely thinking if I needed to go get shears, but I think we're good. Also, yes, these were all llamas that I stole from the wandering trader. Oopsie. It's mostly accessible because you're open. Well, I wouldn't consider those dumb questions. I had those questions for a long time myself. It makes a terrible job. Oh, 100%. No. I'm not saying that the game itself is accessible. I'm more so saying that if you were... Oh, no. Oh, shit. I huge oversight. Llamas, come back. Come back, please. Oh, and then they're not going to be... Oh, God. I made a mistake. Hold on. I forgot that there is a 1 block height that they can actually jump on. There we go. You can all be connected to that pole. There we go. Anyways, we're going to have to fix that. Because they can jump up here and then go over the fence. Girly Pop voting has not started yet. No. I don't know when it exactly starts. Now that you ask, I thought it would have started today, but I haven't seen anything just yet. But no, I wouldn't say that the game itself is accessible. I would more so say that if you watch Minecraft streamers, a lot of them have been playing the game for a really long time. But also, I would say are not always open or have the time or headspace or anything to answer questions in chat. And that's why I was saying like it could be, this is just me making assumptions, it could be more accessible to watch me play because indeed, like you were saying, I very often, like I really do not mind answering questions, but also I myself am not an expert at the game. So I very often ask questions and I'm like, oh, how does this work? Or how do we need to do this? Or I need to look something up, or like there's stuff that I haven't done in the game yet. So then we can learn together. Okay, so how am I going to fix that then? Because I don't want to have the fence go in front of it, I think. This way they cannot jump up here, I think. I just don't know if I like the look of that. Yes, oh my god. I will look in the break because honestly we have ad break in like 5 seconds, so then I can look up what you mean. Okay, I'm just gonna have to change this, I think. I might just do a smaller planter box, honestly. Just go like this, because then they cannot jump up. And then I can also place back that trap door that I removed from the side, which I think looks better anyways. There we go. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think that's fine. Okay, the ads are about to start, so that means that I'm going to take a quick 5-minute stream break. Feel free to use that time to also grab yourself something to drink, something to eat, stretch, you know, all those things, and then I'll catch you guys in 5 minutes, okay? Hi, chats. I am back. I'm back. I'm back. Also, I saw the picture that Lena sent me. So it was indeed you have like a pie with fruit in it and a pie with like chocolate or something else in it. That was the difference. So I got it right. But I hope you guys had a good breaky. I went to the bathroom and that was it. Very exciting. Oh, no! I'm sorry. I did not mean to hit you. Let's pretend I didn't do that. I am... Yeah, okay. I am cutting you guys loose. I was like, is this working? Because it's difficult to see what I'm doing. No, I didn't mean to... No! Oh, I actually tamed that one. Why are we spitting? Why? Who is spitting? Who is spitting? Why are we spitting? Oh, they're all gonna kill each other. Because they'll all start spitting. Who started spitting who? Oh, they can still get out. Okay, you know what? Llamas are fuck all annoying. That's my... Are you guys done with spitting? Yeah? You guys good? I don't know why you all started spitting on each other. I don't know why that was necessary. Just be friends. I know you're siblings, but like, okay, you can all chill there. I don't know why they could still get out, though. We now have some rogue llamas, I'm afraid. I'm afraid we have some rogue llamas back here somewhere. I don't know where they went. Did they just literally kill each other? I think they might have actually killed each other. The ones that are back here are the ones that I quote unquote saved, but I think the other ones killed each other. They went out here, but okay. Anyways. Frown and look approving if you're enjoying stream. I'm not. I'm not enjoying stream. My llamas are killing each other. Okay, so the thing is, I just don't want it to look ugly, but I'm afraid that I might have to go like this for them not to be able to jump out. There we go. Did I just place it back exactly in the same spot? Yeah, I did. Silly. There we go. About Gordon Ramsay in Minecraft. I have many questions. Also, oh, those 2 fence posts are there, of course, duh. So I need to go get more fence posts. That joke is now established, yeah. But see, now I know when you say that what you mean with it. I hope you... Well, I think the 2 llamas that I just lost are dead. That's okay, though. We have enough other llamas. This is the only part that I don't like about settling close to water is there is always so many drowned around your island or like around the base. Every single time I settle in a water-based area, I'm like, oh, this is annoying. I was coming to pick up fences. And then next to that, I might want to actually... No, I was going to dig out that room. Ro, keep your focus. I was like, maybe I can decorate. No, we're not going to decorate. We're going to dig out a room so you can move your stupid cow crusher. Time to light up the water. Wait, you can actually do that? As in, I mean, obviously you could use lanterns. But does that actually keep them from spawning? Who's spitting? Why are we spitting? Thanks. I like that clip. I'll move that. I am, like, low-key a little bit annoyed that I have to do this for my stupid llamas not to escape, but fine. Ooh, hello. But I mean, don't the drowned spawn basically in a cave and then drown? I mean, obviously I could light up the water. Probably won't do that, but you know, the idea is tempting. I think I want to have it here instead. Also, I'm very happy that I'm back in like a cottage core vibe world because now I get to spam my lanterns again. They just spawn in dark water? Really? Oh, so I could actually light up the water. Yeah, see, that's what I always thought that drowned were just zombies that happened to spawn and then drown. I didn't realize that, I mean, it actually makes a lot of sense. That drowned can just spawn on their own in dark water. You know. That does explain. Oh. I didn't mean to actually cut you guys. Are we spitting again? Why? What is you guys' problem? Why do they do that? Like, I'm not hurting them. It's one of you suckers. Who's spitting? Is it you? What's your problem? What's his problem? It looks like he's spitting on my face right now. That sounds weird. Are they now all gonna spit on me? There you go. I killed the spitter. Don't worry. That's what she said. Yeah, I heard it the moment it left my mouth. I was like, huh. That's a weird thing to say, Ro. But alas, I said it. It was already out there before I realized. Oh. Besties, why are we stuck here? Come on. The fence is... Oh, God. I swear to God, I am really close to just giving up on the llamas. How dumb are you? Genuine question at this point. I thought villagers were frustrating in Minecraft. Do we go for 3? Well, we'll see. We'll see. That really depends on my brain today. Okay. So let's get rid of all of you guys' stuff. Now, don't escape again. I worked way too hard at changing the stupid enclosure for you guys to, you know, decide that you're better off elsewhere. Villagers are misunderstood. Well, llamas too, apparently. Ro getting enraged by llamas. Yeah, that was not on my bingo card for today either. I mean, I wasn't planning on getting enraged by llamas. That actually needs to go there. That looks way better. You guys don't escape, okay? You love the captivity here. Yeah, go into the stables. That you are allowed to go in here. That is completely fine. Now that I've said that, I realized, can llamas fall down a 1 block hole? Probably they can they not? Because in that case, I'm going to have to close the barn for construction until further notice because we are going to be digging a hole. And I do not want llamas to fall down the hole. Oh God, what have I done? That barrel has to go. And you, my friend? No, don't go in there. Don't go in there. I swear to God, these llamas are... Why did you all start running? Wait, are llamas... Stupid question. You know how when you are holding wheat, do llamas come to you? Is that the case when you hold a leash or what? What is their problem? They will follow the one on the lead? What? No way. How did I not know this? That's what they've been doing this whole time. Well, I didn't notice. But I'm not mad about it. Caravan? Yeah, I think that's the word. Makes sense to me. I'll follow someone around if they're holding a leash too. See, there you go. There's your 3 count. Okay, but does that mean if I just lead one to the fence, will they all stay there? I mean, at least for now, we can put a little fancy here for the barn to be under construction. Then we just need another piece of carpet, which I don't have right now. So I'm going to have to go get that. You know how I've said like 3 times I'm going to start digging that hole? I still haven't done it. Also, I'm too lazy to take my boat right now. I don't even think that this is necessarily faster, but sometimes I'm just too lazy. Okay, let's go and get a piece of carpet and immediately put some stuff away. That's your house, yeah. That is my little house. Okay, I will keep those mangrove shelves because I will definitely need those later. I can show you my house in a little bit. Hold on. Because I'm really proud of it. I'm not stalling, by the way. I don't know where you're getting that idea. Okay, I'll put that back somewhere later. That I can just clean out upstairs really quickly. House tour MTV Cribs. Yes, let's go. Well, welcome to my kitchen. I actually have a functional fridge. This is for all the raw ingredients. Hold on. I actually need to just get a little bundle. And then I just need... That's like stuff I need to clean at one point. Thank you for the hydrate. I see what you did there, Kyrios. Yes, I am. I miss MTV Cribs too. MTV Cribs was a good time. But yeah, that's like my fresh produce. That's like my ingredients. And then that's all my cooked food. But this is my kitchen. This is where, if you come in, this is my little dining area. This is the big window in the kitchen where you can see the backdrop. This is my living room. Big painting and my cat tree. My built-in bookcase, my fireplace with my sofas, and my little workspace. And then that is the view. That's back there behind that building. That's where we're working. And then if you go upstairs, that is where my bedroom is. So we have 2 lounge chairs next to another fireplace, and we have my bed back here. And then this is my wardrobe. And this is my bookcase. And eventually I want to do like a little open bathroom concept in this corner. But I can show you my house from the outside. Hold on. That's my little house. Just started my second game of No Man's Sky. Yeah, I have that so often when I'm playing like a specific game and I'm like, oh, I could play another game. But yeah, that's my house. Thank you. Thank you guys for all saying it looks really good. And that's my little dock area. And then over here, well, that's my iron farm. But like I said earlier on stream, I think this build eventually has got to go and I want to move it. This is survival. This is all built in survival. But I like this build, don't get me wrong. It's just in a very unfortunate place. Which mod? Oh, free cam. It allows you to fly around freely. Like, I cannot interact with the world. So if I want to actually do stuff, you'll still have to play. But with free cam, you can fly around freely. Which is very nice for showing you guys things. This is my farm fields. I still need to move my mushroom cows. I just realized. Oh. Well, will you look at that? Some new llamas. But yeah, that's my barn. I just started working on the animal area, so. And yeah, this is the area. Oh, that back there is my tree farm. And back there is the entrance to my my mine. That's where my strip mine is for all my diamonds. Steal his llamas. Oh yeah, we are gonna steal his llamas. Where's the zip line gonna be? I don't know. Probably not in my starter base area. Also, for now, I will quickly move my horse and I will remember. Oh my god, I went to my house to get a freaking piece of carpet. Guess what I didn't get? My carpet. Yes. Oh my god, please. Anytime brag about whatever you're proud of. I love hearing things that people are proud of. Those are always the best things. Piece of carpet acquired. And then we're gonna... I was gonna dig out a hole. Jesus, Ro. The focus today is not focusing. It's actually ridiculous. It's just not happening. You have to sing the song while you move the horse. Exactly what song? Come on. You're eventually going to get your own barn. Or like your own stables, not barn. But see, that's the thing. Like, I want to build a greenhouse there, but then this area is going to be so full already. And then if I want to build a horse stables and stuff, this building just, I think it's just in the way. And if you've ever done any sort of custom design, oh god, that is very difficult. I have mad respect for you. I could never do that. Okay, let's see. Do you trade anything useful? I mean, I shouldn't have been surprised that you do. Oh, Eve. Oh god. Okay, Eve. Do you know that TV show called Killing Eve? Yeah. Yeah, that was me. I love that show too. It's so good. I'm Eve. Anyways. Let's get those llamas because I don't think they're mad at me anymore. You remember Wally differently? I mean, fair. Oh god, if I'm gonna... Because now I have this one leaded. So they're all gonna try and... Oh my god. I hate moving mobs in Minecraft. Can I just put this here and then we can all walk here and then you guys can come in. There we go. Perfect. That's better. And then let's pick that one up. There we go. And then that is going to be our... Almost. That is going to be our entrance into the barn for now. Hi, Echo. Hello, hello. It is good to see you. I want to keep this barrel, but not somewhere where animals can use it to get into the pens or escape. So, for now, that barrel is gonna live. Hold on. I'm trying to find a spot where it makes sense. Right there. And now we start digging. You know what I should have also brought? God, Ro, this is getting embarrassing. I should have brought wood to make... or not just wood. I should have made ladders. So that if I dig down, I will actually be able to see something and get back up. Yeah, I need an assistant who can just bring me stuff at this point. I mean, at the same time, going back and forth for materials is the ultimate Minecraft experience. I think it's also what doesn't help is that I don't really have... you're describing a butler. True. I just don't really have, like, a very exact plan of what I want to do. Whereas normally I have, like, a very good vision or, like, an idea of what I want to do specifically in my build. But today I'm just kind of like, yeah, we'll see. So I don't really have any specific plans, which makes me a much more terrible builder. I think with 12 we should be good because I don't think I can go lower than 12 in that room. And then in that room, we're going to put an egg collector. Hi, Liv. Hello, hello. We're going to put an egg collector for the chimkins. So I'm just going to put hoppers underneath the chicken space. And then we're going to make sure that the eggs will drop in a chest back there. I think that will make it a lot easier for us. That's not the right building row. And then we're also going to put our cow crusher down there. I think that would be nice. I did not mean to place that down there. I was just meaning to hold that one so that if we're digging, I can actually see something. Because I love this build, but it is a little dark. Yeah, it's kind of like, let's see where this is going kind of vibes. Okay, I do want to kind of have a little stairway down just in case we do run into water. But I think we will be okay. Because we're already... I would like to go a little bit further. Like, the thing is, I know we're going to run into water at one point. I just want to see how far down I can go. That's how far down we can go. So this is going to be... Actually, maybe I should put this block here so I won't forget. That is our bottom block. That's as low as we can go. At least I think it is. Because maybe if we go further to left and right, we might still run into an area where the water cave is already open. But I think we should be okay. And then floor-wise, obviously that is our floor block. And I kind of want to go... Oh, no. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Give me a dirt block. I don't know if that was pathway. I think that was... Oh, thank God. For a second, I genuinely thought that I had opened up a hole into the floor for the sheep to fall into. Okay, so also here, I have too powerful of a shovel And I'm going to have to keep that in mind when I'm digging all of this out. Because I will accidentally create holes that animals can fall through. And imagine if I accidentally create a sheep basement. We do not want that. Okay, but then this would be where my ladder is, right? Yeah. Wait. He passed his exam that he needed for his bachelor's degree, so technically he's got his bachelor today. He got the grade live with me on FaceTime. Incredible timing, if you ask me. That is really nice. You're PMSing and immediately bawled your eyes out. Oh, I love that. That is really cute. But that's really exciting. That is very, very, very exciting. Yeah, so that's what I was saying. The water cave already starts earlier in some places, but that's okay. We can just put in the floor. We're just going to lose a couple of stone blocks, but that's fine. That does mean that we will never be able to go lower in this specific space, so I'm going to have to keep that in mind for anything I want to put down here. I think we will have enough space for most of the things, though, that I want to do. You know what? I actually do not feel confident moving those upper blocks because there is actually animals directly above it. With my shovel, that is too powerful. I know this takes longer, but if we get animals down here, that definitely takes longer to fix. At the same time, I'm also impatient, so... Chris, thank you so much for the biddies! What the heck? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. That's really kind. And it's nice to meet you, Brits. Honestly, I like it. It's good. It's a good reference to what we were talking about earlier. I hope you're doing well today. It's really good to see you. Also, I should probably just add a light in here, and then because it is a tad dark now, isn't it? There we go. Then I can just see something. Okay. So for a cow crusher, I don't need a tremendous amount of space. I'm gonna have to make sure that this room stretches all the way to the where the chickens are, though. But thank you so much for the biddies. I appreciate it. Okay, so that would go from here on out. 1, 2, and then I think that is 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. So that's 6 blocks that way. Ow. And currently I have 0. Okay. 2. I actually think that I might accidentally make this a really big room. Hi, Timbo. Hello, hello. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. Okay, again, I have to be careful because there is the chickens up there, and I do not want those chickens to fall. So I might do that upper layer by hand, just in case. So as you can see, I'm not even trying to smack multiple blocks, and it's still taking out multiple blocks most of the time. Your quads are burning. What did you do? What did you do? Your quads are burning too. No! That's my chickens! Hold on. I will have to go fix that. Abu, you cannot just say stuff like that. And then expect my brain not to think things. There we go. I fixed it. Where did I put that barrel? Because I'm going to just temporarily put all the... Hello? Put all the eggs that I'm collecting in this random barrel up here. Surely that makes total sense. I need... Oh, coarse dirt. That's the one. There we go. I just realized... You know what this reminds me of? And I've never had this thought playing Minecraft, okay? So the fact that I have this thought, I don't know why it just popped into my brain, because it's not like I've never built a hole underneath one of my bases. But this particular hole with the stairs going downstairs in the barn, you know what it reminds me of? And once I say it, you guys are going to be like, ew, I do see that now too. And if you know, if you know, you know. That's basically the gist of it. Lovely bones. I just thought of it and now I cannot unthink it and I hate it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That movie, because I haven't read the book, but that movie wrecked me. Like, I still think, like, that's kind of a Roman Empire situation for me. I still think about it, like, randomly, every now and then. I didn't want to see the movie. No, I get that. I get that very much. The movie is incredible, but also... oh, God. In this context... yeah, I was just about to say, in this particular context, not the best joke. Again, if you don't know, you're blessed. But if you know, you'll know. And then, no. Yeah. You're only saying that because we're here? What do you mean? But yeah. Very grim story. And it's also very beautiful. As in, like, weirdly enough, it's a beautiful story. It's weird to describe it that way, but it also has a really beautiful side to it, but it's also very grim. I did not, you'll know. I did not. I actually don't even know who wrote it, which is kind of bad. But I have seen that movie too many times for my own good, I think. For anyone who has no idea what it's about, without spoiling anything, I'll give you a really short rundown. It's about a girl, and she goes missing. And, well, it's... Again, I'm trying not to spoil anything, because if you still want to see something, obviously, then, you know, I don't want to spoil what happens exactly. What I can safely say is that she does not survive. She doesn't go missing because she runs away or something. She gets murdered. And then the whole story is about basically the aftermath of, well, how everyone around her deals with that. But you also see the story from her perspective. And her journey after death, basically, which sounds kind of spiritual. It's not really spiritual, actually. It's very emotional. Which movie? The Lovely Bones. Oh, I actually do know the name of the writer. I've heard it before. I don't know in which context. Called Lucky. I will look into that. I mean, that's the thing. It is a heartbreaking story, but it's one of those stories that will stick with you, which means that it is a good story, you know? The movie is called The Lovely Bones. And the guy who plays Caesar Flickerman in The Hunger Games plays the creep, which I think, like, Stanley Tucci is one of those actors that it's like scary how many different types of roles he can play. Yeah, really. And it will never ever cease to amaze me what that guy can do. Wait, is he in The Devil Wears Prada? I don't think I knew that, but now I'm intrigued. If he is. He is so diverse, which is like, I feel like that's kind of rare for actors. Usually actors tend to play like similar roles over and over and over because that's just what they're good at. But he can genuinely play villains to good guys. He is? Yo, I haven't watched The Devil Wears Prada in such a long time. I really should rewatch it though with the second one. Or the second one? Third one. New one. Coming out. It is such a good movie. It really is. Okay, so obviously this is not the prettiest room. That's not the right block. That's not what I wanted to place there. I wanted to just put dirt. I'm kind of debating. Should I make this a pretty... Yeah, I should make this a pretty room. This is my forever world. Why would I not make this a pretty room? What is that kind of question? I do think I actually, because at this point, 1, 2, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. That is in the middle of that, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so I want to take this actually out one more. I'm gonna have to figure out how I want to design this room, I guess. How much further that way do I want to take it? Because I'm realizing that I think I will actually have space in here for a sheep farm. Like the wool farm, the automated one. I think we will have space in it for here because... So for the sheep farm, we have the rails with the hopper minecart. The block that the sheep is on top of. And then the sheep. So the sheep would be sitting up there. Like that would be the sheep, basically. Downside is we would have to build the entire farm like above the lowest level, but we can like probably hide that in a nice way. That should be fine. Because then we can have our cow crushers and our automated sheep farm in here. But that means that I need a pretty big footprint because you have 16 wool colors in Minecraft. So ideally that would... I think judging by how fast the one on Girly Pop worked with literally just one sheep of every color, I think I would have 8 spaces on either side. So that's like 8 long. And then it is 4 wide. The 4 wide should be fine, considering that we have 6 to play with. So then we can even walk around it. But right now, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. And obviously, if you have the sheep, there's going to be a sheep block. So technically, that side would already be like... I would probably need like 20. Hi, Nymphleura. Hello, hello. Nice cave, right? I worked really hard on it. But then I might really quickly go into free cam to decide which way I'm going to dig. Because I think if I dig that way, oh, we have plenty of space. We basically have the entire space. There's a cave right here that we might run into, but that should be fine. I can just block that off. We can work this entire space underneath this barn. That is fine. That is absolutely fine. Moira, thank you so much for the 2 whole years. That is wild. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please enjoy all your subby perks for a whole month more. I appreciate that so much. Thank you for being here for such a long time. I really appreciate that you've been here for such a long time watching me grow. That is really special. Thank you so, so much. And I hope you enjoy all your subby perks, and it is really good to see you. I hope you're doing amazing. Okay, so I was counting one. Also, Nymphlear, thanks so much for the 5-stream streak. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That should be enough. I should have done that in the corner, actually. Wait. How much did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, we didn't actually run into any, like, I'm just scared that I'll actually, like, get to a point where in the terrain I'll actually be outside of the train. But we're still underground, but not, well, I said not by a lot, but I think we're actually fine. That's good. I would just hate to, like, start digging out all of this and then come to the conclusion that we cannot actually use it. Like, I'd be frustrated by that. But it seems like if I dig it out, we should be fine. No, you broke your glass straw in the dishwasher. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry. That sucks really bad. Did it like break into a lot of small pieces or? Okay, I definitely do want to change out the floor here. But I will do that later. Also, I just placed one thing there, but we're going to obviously make it as tall as the rest of the room. Lots of pieces. Oh, shit. Yeah, I would panic about that, too. That's super valid. That is very frustrating. I'm so sorry to hear that. On all the dirty dishes. Oh, no. I'm so sorry. 1, 2... Oh, wait. This area actually... Well, let's just dig it out to be a full room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hold on. Oh, that's annoying. Ugh. Come on, let me place the stupid block. Let me place the stupid block. Nope, I don't want to fall in that. Just trying to get the water to not come in here anymore. Now I lost count. Oh shit, this is actually low-key kind of annoying. Okay, well, we'll just figure it out. Because I do want the room to be fully connected, so... I'll just block off the water cave. That's fine, right? And then we'll just, as soon as it's blocked off, we'll deal with the water that is in here right now. I think we should be able to fix that. That should be fine. Luckily, we dug out a lot of stone. See, when I said we would run into this water cave, okay, I need to actually count again. I think that's the last full water source. See, that's trying to push me. I think, yeah, that will get rid of the water there. Okay, let's go. Then I can count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh my god, I went way too far. I should not have even gone here. There we go. So, and now I just technically need to put a water block or like a full block everywhere where there's water because that will get rid of the water. Let's go. Let's go, Jane. Wait, is that good or bad? I said let's go and then I was like, wait, hold on. Is that actually not good or... I keep losing count. This is actually embarrassing. Come on, Ro. Focus. One more. There's a skeleton somewhere. Is there a skelly in my barn? There's a skelly on my roof, I think. There's a skelly up there. There's a skelly up there, isn't there? No, it's actually... I think it's on my roof. I didn't spawn-proof my roof. Hi, bestie. I was curious. I was mostly just confused. Look at all those chickens. Ah, one being the best. Okay. So that's good. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There we go. Now we just dig this out till we reach there. Exactly. And then we dig some more. Oh, hold on. Well, actually, we're going to dig that out later anyway, so shouldn't have to place blocks there. It's nice because we're also getting some andesite from this, which I do like myself building with when it comes to Mizunos because the texture for polished andesite and like andesite bricks and stuff is actually really nice. I thought andesite was sand. As in IRL in Minecraft? Or you mean like the texture that I have here? Yeah. Oh, the texture, yeah. Yeah, Mizunos can... you have to kind of get used to it. To, like, how everything looks. Initially, I also didn't know. If you are ever curious and you're like, what block is she looking at? I do have Jade installed. So at the top of my screen, you can see the block that I'm looking at. That has helped me multiple times. To figure out what block. Also in modded Minecraft. Like, initially, there were a lot of blocks that I didn't know. I really like Jade for that. Whee! I actually, funnily enough, when, you know, considering that I'm technically playing with my own mod pack on this world, Mizuno's is in my video. I even put it as a bonus recommendation, not actually as vanilla. Because I think Mizuno's changes the game so much that it could be argued that it doesn't look like vanilla Minecraft anymore. It is still a texture pack that I would say is quite, like, is loved by many people in the community. I think Mizuno's is a very popular pack, but still, it does change certain blocks and certain textures quite drastically. And I know not everyone likes that. Oh, my inventory is full. I think I was like, why am I not picking up any blocks? Let's actually put some things in the barrel back here again. That's just my dumpster barrel for now. Actually, that can stay in there because we need that later. That can just go in here. I don't remember where that came from, but that can go in here. That can go in there. There we go. Now I have some space again. It makes dirt look pretty. Well, pretty is debatable, but at least less ugly, yes. I agree. That video will come out on Thursday. It's not out yet. However, my mod pack is already public, so if you type !mod pack, it will actually link you to my page with all the information on it. You can already download it if you want to. It is already available on my shop. It's just the video on the showcase. Like, if you want to see exactly what mods are all included and stuff, that will come out this Thursday. Which is, like, funny because it isn't even intentional. The fact that, like, I'm playing in my own world with my own mod pack today, and that, like, as of today, that page is also fully available and stuff. I genuinely did not plan it this time. It's just a pure coincidence. I happened to want to make a mod pack video, and then as of this week, I'm playing with it as well. Genuinely a coincidence. But I like it because it looks like I'm very prepared. It makes it look like I've actually really thought things through. And I will take that. Let's see. So once we have taken this layer of the ceiling off, I think we need to do one more layer, right? Yeah. That means that we're on the layer that is underneath the animals. So I need to be really careful with clicking. Because I don't want to have a bunch of sheep or cows drop on my head, you know? And I'm actually a little scared that it will. So I'm just being... Or llamas. I'm done with llamas causing issues today, so I would prefer them not to drop on my head. That'd be great. Also, hi Nexus, welcome in. It's good to see you. I like how you can exactly see that this is where the animals are because there's like one line in between here. That does mean that I probably want to put a ceiling block in here to hide the dirt, which means that the room will get one lower. I think that's a bit much to ask, Ro. Okay, well, fine. I'll just deal with llamas then. It's okay. They don't make me cry or whatever. I know this is like really slow and you're like, Ro, speed it up, but I genuinely am trying not to create any holes in my ceiling. Okay. I do think, by the way, that this entire spot is basically the size of the barn. The barn just has a full basement. But then I might actually do a full set of stairs. You know, if we have the full basement anyways, I just feel like that could be nice instead of a ladder. That just looks a little bit fancier. We can just make it like a proper part of the barn. Maybe that, you know what we could do? We could even actually have it be like a proper part of the barn and just make the walls and stuff the same design. We can just have like the mangrove on the sides. Oh my god, I really need to go get I need to clean up my inventory because it's really full. Let me do a quick inventory clean out trip actually. Where the fuck are all my llamas? I swear to God, what is this? What is going on today? Where are my llamas? They're not even anywhere. They're just... They're not even anywhere. Did they genuinely kill each other by spitting? I have 2 llamas left. Were they tamed? Oh, shit. They stay on as long as they're leashed. Of course. This one is tamed, I think. If you leash them, they don't despawn, but they weren't. Oh my, all this trouble. You've got to be kidding me. Yeah, this one is tamed. Can I hold on. I need to put something in my... I can't put anything in... Okay, first I'll put shit away. Well, I guess if we have 2 tamed llamas, then we can breed them up again. It's fine. And I mean, more wandering traders will spawn, whether we like it or not. I can't believe I didn't think about that. Taming a llama is the same as taming a horse. You just sit on its back until it loves you. You just gotta be patient. Let's see. Let's first put my dirt away. And just like any good Minecraft world, I have too much dirt. That's coarse dirt. My chest of dirt is almost full. That is a slight problem. I'm gonna have to... I'm already running into storage issues. Great. And I actually don't know... I do have a chest for andesite. Great. I also have a chest for diorite, but I don't have any right now. I do have a chest for gravel. Then my coal... There we go. And then my copper is back here. I have another dirt block, but that's coarse dirt. And I think that goes in here. And I have a grass block. It can go in here. Oh, I apparently already put some dirt in here. Oops. Well. My overrun problem happened earlier. You tamed horses with carrots. You can feed them carrots or apples to make it more likely for them to be tamed, but you still need to sit on their back to actually tame them. The same goes with llamas. I think you can feed them something. I don't actually know what it is. Maybe also. Yeah, you can breed them. You can breed them. I don't know if it's golden carrots, but I know you can breed them. Just like llamas. You can breed those as well. But they have to be tamed beforehand. That's not what I wanted to do. So then you actually come here. And then we take this off. And then you just go sit on top. And then you just gotta wait. It will probably throw me off in a little bit. Or not. And then you just gotta wait until you see it threw me off. And then you just gotta do that again. And then you just oh, it threw me off again. Oops. And you just... Oh, did you see the hearts quickly? Breeding? Yeah? Like you make them make babies? Okay, so now these 2 llamas should not despawn anymore. Gosh, all my efforts for nothing. Can't believe we lost so many llamas. At the same time, I don't really care for llamas. I just mostly don't want to kill them. Hence, I have a lot of llamas. Oh, they just started to despawn, some of them. They just despawned in the back. Well, that's fine, because as I said earlier, I have too much dirt anyways. Okay, so we have a room. That is fully spawn proof. I actually want to... Hold on. I need to change the light level mod to not be that overlay, but to actually have numbers. Scan range, overlay mode, number mode. Save changes. There we go. That's what I want. Okay. So here we have walls. Oh my god, I keep picking up so many eggs. The walls are all what is that called again? Mangrove. That's the word I was looking for. The ceiling here is darker brick, but I think I might actually just go for spruce slabs. Because then we can also do half a slab. Like, obviously just a slab, but that's half a block at the ceiling so that we don't lose that much height. I think that might actually be really nice. And then... floor-wise, obviously we can change out this particular block to something else. It's just underneath here is a water cave. So we cannot go lower than this, but we can change the floor. But I might start with the mangrove walls, actually. So that means that we're going to have to check how much mangrove wood I still have. That's going to be... I built quite a lot with mangrove because obviously I've built that one and this entire roof is mangrove. So I either used everything or I chopped down a lot more mangrove than I actually need. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. And I will have a huge surplus somewhere in my storage room. Worst case is we'll just have to chop some mangrove trees. The mangrove trees are literally, I'm not even joking, the sole reason I got the tree harvester mod. I do not mind chopping spruce trees. It's fine. I do not mind chopping oak trees or anything like it's all fine. Mangrove trees, though, bane of my existence. Okay, I do have some planks left, but not too many. Maybe we can do a little bit of a wall design with some stripped mangrove logs as well. Let's start with a part of the room and see how I like it, like the look of it, before I actually decide to chop down a bunch of mangrove trees. No, literally, mangrove trees are the most annoying tree to chop in the history of Minecraft. The problem is they knew that. They were like, let's make a fuck all annoying tree that's going to be so pretty that people will still use it. Like, they knew what they were doing. Okay. That's fine. That is going to be completely fine. I just know. Okay, so my idea for this particular wall... This room is 20 long. So if we do... Oop, I didn't mean to... Oh, God. It's going to happen so often. I love having a powerful shovel, but it's also sometimes low-key kind of annoying. So I would do one. Oh, wait. Like that, a pillar. Because I think if I just do the planks, it will... The pattern will get too repetitive. But that would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then here I would repeat that same pattern. I do like that. I think that's going to be nice. Problem being, I wonder if with this pattern, I'll actually... Like, I know it's 20, so it does divide. But if the pattern will actually fit. Because technically the pattern now is 6 wide. They look really orange. I think that's more so the lighting than the fact that they don't actually look that orange. Because if I go outside upstairs, oh, it's nighttime, so you won't be able to see properly. But then they look really red. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then... Ooh. I was impatient. I was too slow. But I think it's because underground, I obviously have the lanterns, and those give a very warm light. Yeah, I was already kind of afraid of that. Then it... Well, I mean, I guess then I can just continue here. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna see if my pattern works. Otherwise, I much rather, like, adjust it right now. So then there would be the next pillar. So that's 1, 2, 3, and then we have that one. Is that 4? 1, 2. Yeah, that's 4. Okay. Look at me measuring things before I'm building. Okay, so then the next pillar would end up there, so that's actually perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then there we would have one. Okay, it does not end well with this side of the room, actually. Because then it would be there and there. The planks. And then we would skip that one. And then it would be there and there. Well, actually, no, that works perfectly. That one in the middle actually kind of helps. That doesn't seem right, though. That is because it isn't right. God, I knew it. I was like, this cannot work out too perfectly. See, because that's where it's supposed to go. There's supposed to be a plank there. Hold on. I can actually make some more mangrove planks to actually figure out the pattern better. That's annoying. Because then 1, 2, 3, 4. Then there would be a pillar there. So then I think what I would probably do is... Oh, God. What would I probably do? See, my pattern doesn't work, and I hate that. But I'm also kind of proud of myself that I'm actually testing this pattern before committing to things. So this way, it is modular for 5. But then the problem is we would always have 2 beams next to each other. That's what I was trying to prevent. Because now if I want to use this same pattern for 5, I'm going to have another beam next to it. So I don't know if I'll like the look of that. Or not. Maybe I do. Like, maybe I actually don't mind if we have 2 stripped ones. I don't know why I'm overthinking this. It feels like I'm overthinking it. Maybe I'm not actually overthinking it, but... I mean, we'll probably still run into an issue with that wall because of the stupid ladder, but... maybe I don't hate it, actually. I was afraid that it would look weird if we had double pillars, but... I actually think that maybe it works pretty well. Oh, God. That is way too many dirt blocks gone. Hold on. Oh. Oop. Not what I wanted to do. Hold on. Oh, my God. Please allow me to go in here and place a block there, and then there, and then there. There we go. Fixed it. But yeah, that does mean that we're going to have to chop some mangrove trees, but that's fine. That is totally fine. Then I can just use this to finish this section. Oh, God. We're hitting the water again. That water cave is really annoying. There we go. What do you guys think? Does it look weird with the duplicates? Or does it look good? Do you guys like it? This cave is the bane of my existence. Looks fine to you? Looks good? Okay. I do really like the fact that it would be like keeping that same theme as the rest of the barn, but just underground. And I think it's going to be really nice if later we have both our sheep farm and our cow crushers in here. And then like our little egg repository. Like the little I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna do that, by the way. Because I want to change out these specific blocks to hoppers. I think the best solution would be to actually place a little, like just place the slabs for the ceiling underneath, then remove these blocks, place in the hoppers while the chickens are in here, which is dangerous because obviously that's going to be annoying, but we can use some seeds to, you know, lure them out of the blocks where I'm trying to place them. That might be a mistake, but again, I'm willing to try. And then once we got the hoppers in and the chickens on top of the hoppers, then we can remove the specific... That does mean ceiling-wise design. I just realized. That means that these blocks here are gonna be hoppers. Hold on, I'm trying to... I think... Wait. I think what I might do is... Obviously, these dirt blocks have to stay everywhere. So then I would have like all of the hoppers lead into one hopper here in the corner. And that hopper can then actually come down. Because then I only need to leave one hole in the ceiling and the rest I can just cover up. But that does mean I'm going to want to move my chickens. Because if my chickens are in the way, hopper placement's going to be a pain in the ass. So I think I will have to temporarily move the chickens out of their coop again. That's gonna be fine. That's good. That's gonna be fine. I mean, worst case, we'll just kill all the... You know what? I might actually do that. This is gonna sound horrible, but I think I'm gonna kill all the chickens. Because we have so many eggs that it should be easy peasy to get a lot of chickens back. You know? Yep. That's me. Just killing all those chickens. What can I say? It's a sacrifice for greater good. Okay. Both my llamas are still here. Awesome. Can you keep like 3 of them? Why would I keep 3 of them? Because we don't want to say goodbye to them or other reason? Also, I'm just going to go to my tree farm. I'm going to take my little boatie. And then we're going to chop some mangrove trees. Sad to say goodbye. I mean, no, I'll probably kill them all. Honest answer, I'll most likely kill all of them. Just because it's easier. I mean, we'll make new chickens. I'll just squash some eggs and I'll make new chickens. It's fine. That's my leaves chest. See, I have a lot of these. Do I have any bone meal? I actually don't. I should make a little bone meal machine here for all those stupid mangrove roots. Because let's be real, we are not going to use those. Okay, for anyone who's never seen the tree harvester mod in action. So if I normally chop a log, see, it will just, you know, it's normal chopping of trees. If I crouch and then do this, bam, gone. It's literal life for mangrove trees. So let's actually place a whole bunch of these. And then while we wait for them to grow, as I don't really have any bone meal right now, I might actually quickly get some supplies for a little bone meal setup here. Because the more mangrove we chop, the more stupid mangrove leaves or roots we're going to get. And I really do not need those. And just in general, at this point, I have so many leaves in here. Also, a whole bunch of leaves. I think mangrove leaves and jungle leaves and birch leaves. I'll most likely not really use those. I would love to build a moss farm in this world at one point, by the way. That's not going to be a soon project. I have too many other projects that I want to work on first. But I actually think that would be so nice for infinite bone meal. Not even for infinite moss. To be honest, I might actually put the moss farm in like... We could do like a little... I would have to get creative. I would have to do a little flip and switch for hoppers to like change where they're going. But the idea that we could put it on bone meal mode or like moss mode, and then we can get a lot of moss if we need it, but we can also get a lot of bone meal if we need it. Why am I going here? That's not where I need to go if I want to craft stuff for a bone meal machine. Actually, bone meal machine is so easy to set up that I might even have the stuff just ready. Let's go into my little storage room, crafting room. So we're going to need chests. Oh, I actually have hoppers already. So we have a chest on top, a hopper, then a hopper that goes into a composter. Then from the composter, a hopper, and then... Okay, so we need 2 more chests, and then I think we're good. See, I said I already have everything. I might actually put double chests in this design. It's not really needed, but... Also, welcome back, Esther. How was Zumba class today? I hope it was nice. I hope it was really nice. I'm excited. From this week onwards, I'm going to go to Pilates on Friday again. Little back... Oh, sorry. Ran to the wrong place again. Little random backstory to this is I used to go to Pilates on Wednesday with my 2 best friends. But then one of my friends got a new job and she could no longer go on Wednesdays because Wednesday was her office day. So we switched it to Friday. But then I changed my schedule around that so that I could record on Fridays because I wanted to have like a little better working schedule for things. However, what that resulted in is that I still go on Wednesdays. Every single week, I'm frustrated that I have to go by myself. And I feel kind of sad that I have to go by myself. So then every week, I am somewhat frustrated and I don't really want to go. Also, it's like if I'm not feeling super great, it's a really easy thing to be like, nah, this week I'm not going, because I'm just going by myself. So it's not really like I'm letting anyone down. And then I also noticed that on Fridays, I don't really start recording early because I don't know. Just in the morning, I never really feel like recording. I'm just like, I have a slow startup. So then I might as well go back to going to Pilates with my friends on Friday, so that when I come home, I can still start recording on the same time that I'm already recording now. And then on Wednesdays, I have proper potato days because I no longer have to force myself to go to Pilates in the morning. So all of that together, all of that combined, means that this week I have a full potato day on Wednesday. I don't actually have to leave my house. I don't have to go for a workout or anything, which I'm very excited about. And then next to that, it also means that on Friday, I finally get to go to Pilates with my friends again, which is going to be super nice because that's just fun because we go for breakfast after. And then we have like Pilates class, breakfast, and then this week I'm also gonna visit my dad because my dad works in the library of Rotterdam, and they moved. So their like main building is being renovated the coming years, so they moved, and he has been asking me if I want to come see his new office, and he also has a new coworker who has been asking if I could stop by because she wants to meet me. So I have such a fun Friday morning this week. Literally Pilates, hanging out, breakfast with my best friend, and then going to visit my dad. Oh, that's nice. That is really, really nice, Esther. Also, it was very good. Love the song mix. Nice. I love it when fitness instructors or like sports instructors have a good music taste. I actually, two of my Pilates instructors, I've asked if they could send me the link to the playlist that they used during class because it was such a nice playlist. I was like, damn, I want to listen to this music just for myself. And the cute thing is one of the instructors actually was like, oh yeah, I'll send it to you on Instagram. Can you give me your Instagram handle? So then I gave her my Instagram handle and she was like, oh my God, you're doing such fun things. And then she started following me. And then she even like DM'd me on Instagram. She was like, it's so fun to see that you're like full-time creating now, blah, blah. She actually like went back and watched all my Instagram reels. She's like, damn, girl, you're doing so nice for yourself. But it was just so cute because she's also like, I go to a place for Pilates where you don't always have the same instructor. So they kind of shuffle the instructors between the time slots, which like I can see the reasoning because that means that like if you can only go on Wednesday morning, you're not stuck with an instructor that you might not like, right? So it's good. That way you can maybe sometimes endure like 2 weeks of an instructor that you don't vibe with because you know that like a week later it will be a better instructor. The downside of that is that if you find an instructor you really like, you can't really always go to class with that same instructor because they change around their times. And obviously that doesn't always mean that you can go to their class. But this particular instructor actually remembers me. So there's like 2 instructors at this point that I have taken enough classes with that they will know who I am. I mean, I've been going to this Pilates studio for 1.5 years, but I only go once a week. So that means that some instructors have seen me like, I don't know, 5 times or maybe 10 times, but over the course of like 1.5 years. But there's 2 instructors that I really appreciate. And this first one is the one that like was the first one to properly recognize me and actually ask me like, oh, hey, it's really good to see you again. It's been a while, this and that. And now she's just like followed me on Instagram and she's just been really sweet. So yeah, it's cute. It's just, I don't know. I never really necessarily expected to like, I wouldn't say that we're friends, but like, become like good acquaintances with one of my sports instructors. I know that actually happens to a lot of people, but I'm just not that type of person generally, I think. So I didn't expect it. Why is that not disappearing? But I'm so happy that we get to tree harvest this like this. I think there is still a block in there. That should normally not happen, but I think it's back there. Yeah. The good thing about the tree harvester mod is like it is built so that it actually like knows the difference between a tree and a building. So that if you remove a tree, it doesn't accidentally remove all of the leaves and stuff from your building either. Which obviously is like a really nice feature. But that does mean that there are some cases, especially with trees like mangrove trees, where it doesn't exactly know what is part of the tree and what not. So just like you saw, I can sometimes leave like a little canopy. But at the same time, the nice thing is that once you chop a tree, it will automatically place back what is it called? Sapling. That's the word I was looking for. But I really need to go to bed. Yes, of course, of course. I will also wrap up stream in a little bit. It is definitely time for me to go to sleep as well. I just wanted to get some mangrove wood so that when we continue next week, because at least for the foreseeable future, I will be playing Minecraft in my forever world every Monday. I figured Minecraft Mondays has a nice ring to it. And also, I really like playing games that are like super relaxing. I know Minecraft is not always relaxing, but mostly relaxing. After having had like a long work day, yeah, like a co-working stream and stuff. So for the foreseeable future, we will actually be playing in this particular world on Mondays, and we're just gonna like slowly chip away at the project. So right now we're working on the farm area in the back. Eventually I want to work on like the build at over here, which is going to be like a magical library that's connected to my villager breeder and my trading hall. Then at one point we're going to have to move the iron farm, and then we're going to make this like a whole queue area. I have so many ideas for what we can do. Like, I want this kind of to become like a hustling and bustling harbor, because obviously we have the wheat fields back there, and then we have the trading hall, and then we have the animal fields, which kind of feels like it's all things that you could technically trade, you know, like it's a place of, that's why the iron farm in a way, maybe I might keep it, but I might like change the look and feel of it to maybe look more like a warehouse or something. I don't exactly know how I want to approach it, but I like the idea of this sort of being like a harbor with docks where you can sort of arrive and then sell your goods and stuff like that. And then I eventually might even want to try and do a build on the water here where I have like a ship or something like that. Obviously, we have my little starter house. I eventually want to make a bigger storage room because we're gonna need it. As you can see, this island is kind of like my starter base area. So anything that I need to properly get started, big air quotes, because obviously we're playing the game already, on this game, or like on this specific save, is gonna be on this island. So I might like build, I don't know, other farms that I need. I might build like a bigger storage room area, all of those things. And then eventually I want to start building outwards. Like, I want to start transforming multiple things in the area around here. I think starting with this village, this is the starting village. When you spawn into this world, you actually spawn like right here. And I want to transform this village into like a really beautiful village, because I think villagers deserve a bit more than that they get in this game. And this village is so close to my starter base that I think that might actually be really cool. So that's a build project that I want to do, but obviously we're also going to have to figure out like a place for my nether portal. We're going to have to go fight the ender dragon. Like, there's so many things in this world. I want to get netherite armor, so I'm going to have to do the netherite grind for the first time. So many things. Okay, we got some bone meal, so I can actually, not knowing that much Spanish, I want to watch it back as well. Okay, well, that's going to quickly run me out of bone meal if that continues like that. There we go. But yeah, that's kind of like the idea. Sometimes I might build based off of a Pinterest reference, because I actually have saved many ideas for things that I would like to build. But sometimes I'll just free build like my own house. I basically just build freehand. I just kind of winged it, so to say. Yeah, that's the idea. But first we're going to finish the oh, that's good. See, now that is good for my bone meal. First, we're gonna finish the animal barn. I will probably not be able to actually build the automated sheep farm for a while, because there are resources that I need for that, like nether quartz. So we're gonna have to actually go to the nether, which might be a good incentive to go do that soon. Also, hi, Forest Goblin. Welcome in. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing so well. I mean, I guess I'm going to have to do it at one point. And the thing is, I do feel like I am a lot less afraid of going there because I have that mod. I have a mod in this world called Keep Nice Inventory, which means that if you die, you don't lose everything. You will still lose your resources, so there's still a risk in dying. It doesn't become completely riskless. But at least you don't lose your armor and your tools, which for me, genuinely, I'm not joking, would ruin the game. Like, if I had to do the whole grind of getting all my enchanted diamond armor and tools again, let alone when we have netherite, I would be so done. I'd be like, you know what? Never mind. I don't want to play this game anymore. Whereas I feel like if I don't lose that and I just lose my resources, that is still frustrating. Like, I would still be annoyed, probably, but less annoyed. Also, at this point, we actually got a good amount of mangrove. So I might just leave it here. Like, next time we come on, I'll just chop some more mangrove trees at the beginning of stream, and then we're gonna continue with the build. But I actually think this is where I'm gonna wrap up for today because I've already been live for 3 hours and I have to get up early again tomorrow for another co-working stream, and then we have another gaming stream tomorrow. We won't be playing Minecraft tomorrow. We are actually going to be playing Town to City again. I am super stoked for that. Also, Dickie and Juliet, welcome in. It's really good to see you. I'm going to be playing Town to City again tomorrow, which is a game that I played a bunch on. We started basically in November, and then I played a little bit still in December. But then, obviously, because of Girly Pop, I had to drop it because I had to really lock in. But we have both the main town and Funtebrock that we've been working on. And I would love to expand our farm areas. I would love to go back to our original city and build it up. My vision for this little playthrough is that I want to get both of the cities to the maximum level. And then I would like to start a completely new save because I then will probably have a way better understanding of, what to expect in a game. And then I think I can make a prettier, better city, better layout, stuff like that. But I would like to commit to finishing this particular playthrough to get both of the cities to the max level. Because that, I think, would also be a really nice ending to my YouTube series, because I'm cutting down these streams into a YouTube series. So if you want to still watch it, if you want to catch up with what we've been doing, not all the episodes are out yet, so you can't fully catch up until where we are right now in the stream. There is a little bit of a gap because I'm only posting the episodes bi-weekly. But I am posting them in a cut down format for YouTube as well. So yeah, that's kind of the vision. So I will just continue to play a little bit more tomorrow on stream. And I'm actually really excited because I missed this game. I love Town and City so much. It's such a cozy game. And I know that you guys also really like it. Or you can watch the VODs. Yeah, if you want to fully catch up, you can also watch the VODs. Dickie, there's no such thing as late on Twitch. You're always on time. Just your own time. That's how it works. But thank you so much for the 20-month resub. I really appreciate it. And with your Prime as well. Thank you. Please enter all your subby perks for a whole month more. I'm going to see who is live and who we can raid. I'm just going to do a little scroll. Let's see. I have an idea, actually. Ooh, no, I have a better idea. I have not been able to rate this particular person. Don't tell me they're wrapping up. I am cursed. I think they might be wrapping up, actually. They've been live for 4 hours. They're on their just chatting screen. Someone said, wait, it's over. Yeah, they might be wrapping. See, I'm cursed. I'm literally so cursed. What is my problem? Okay, well then we're gonna go with my original. Oh wait, oh my god. Shit, there's so many good options. How am I supposed to just pick? Okay, I'm gonna open the different streams. Shit. So many good options. Okay. I think I know where I want to go. Do you guys want to go to someone else who's playing on their Forever World? I saw Sova's life as well. I saw. That's why I was saying there's so many good options. This is someone we have definitely rated before. But this is someone who is also doing Forever World. Who is way further into their Forever World than I am, by the way. Literally, this person is queen of Forever World in my eyes. Has absolutely stunning building style. Like, I aspire to build like this. Some of you guys might now know who I'm talking about. But she is absolutely wonderful. You guys will love it over there. Very cozy vibes. And also her Forever World is also on 1.21.1. And she is, or 1.21.10, sorry. And she also used to be on Girly Pop with me. So, not the previous season. She was there on season 2. And she uses Mizuno. So, if you see her builds, you will see what you can do with Mizunos. I can't do this, but you can do this with Mizunos. But yeah, we're gonna go say hi to Maggie. Maggie is my lovely, lovely, lovely dear friend. She means the world to me. And I just know that you guys will love it over there as well. Oh my God, look at you guys. Hello. Thank you guys so much for putting the Discord and the socials and the VODs and everything in chat. If you guys want to check anything out that I am working on outside of this stream, feel free to check all of those links, especially the Discord. That's where you can see my schedule in your own time zone. I'll be live again tomorrow with co-working during the day and gaming during the evening if you want to come hang out. We do have some rate messages that you can copy pasta. I'm going to set up that rate. We're going to go say hi to the one, the only Megabyte. Thank you, Lena, for getting those in chat. We have ones with emotes that you can copy pasta if you're sub to the channel. Otherwise, we have ones with regular little green leaves. And yeah, I appreciate all of you. Thank you for being here. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your time zone. If you're also going to go get some rest, I hope you get some really lovely rest. And if you still have a bit more of your day ahead of you, I hope it goes well. But yeah, thanks for being here, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.